Hello, everybody, and welcome to Banished. Now, before we begin with the tutorials, I would like to praise Luke, who has made the game, because I had a odd issue. Some older games on Windows 8 cannot run and give you a bright black screen. Now, in my case, it was quite different. Yeah, I could not run it as well, but that was due to some DirectX 11 issues, which he also has a workaround upon his site, and it works like a charm. My issue became exit the game or alt tab. I could not do that because that also gave me a bright black screen and the computer froze. Now, I wrote to Luke about this issue, and I didn't even thought about it because the solution to make the older games able to run is putting them into windowed mode. And Luke suggested that I just did that in the reg edit, where I also edited it to try to use DirectX 9 instead of 11, which worked. And I did, and that solution also worked quite beautifully. As you can see, we are in game, and I have tried it. I can exit, and if it did not work, I wouldn't even be able to record this. So I have to say, Luke, thanks for the support, great support. I asked very quick about this and got a response within 2 minutes, which I think is quite impressive. So hands up for Luke in this effort. Now, instead of making a new, we will go through the tutorials. Just getting started one, I have watched some Let's Play from Quill18. If you want, go over to him as well. He has some great videos upon this game. But I just want to have the feeling in the tutorial before I start my own town. Welcome to Banished. In this game you control a group of exiled tourists who decide to restart their lives in a new land. You will have to help them survive. Okay. At any time during this tutorial you can access the options menu by pressing this or escape. From the options menu you can save, load your progress, change settings or exit the game. And I really like this. First, get familiar with moving around the landscape. You can move the camera around by pressing WASD. You can also move it by the edges of the screen. Now I can't do that in the top, bottom and to the left, right. I can only do this to the left due to I have it in window mode, but I love the fact it's WASD. I hate the game where it's the arrow keys instead, so I'm quite happy he has this implemented. You can rotate the view by pressing Q and E. Okay. Also by holding the middle mouse and drag left and right. Yeah. Zoom in, insert delete or scrolling the mouse. Perfectly. You can pitch. Let's see. Page up, down. Yeah. Yeah. Works perfectly. All the keyboard keys are configurable and can be modified in the options menu. Yeah. Now that you're familiar with the movement controls, it's time to play. The people you control need 3 things to survive: shelter, food, and a way to keep warm in the winter. You might notice that some people have this icon floating above their heads. This means the townsfolk don't have a place to live. You can provide the townsfolk with places to live by building homes for them. First, select the housing menu from the toolbar. Next, select the wooden house and move the house to highlight area and left click to place it. Placing a building will leave a footprint here where it will be built. To get time to start construction, you will have to collect woods for the structure and stone for the foundation. You can cut down trees and move rocks from the landscape by using destruction tools. Start by pressing and now select resources. Functional will head to the start area and start removing rocks and trees. While they're busy, you can place a stockpile where the citizens will store logs, stone, iron and firewood. Click storage and here. That's a quite large storage. Functional will remove covers, rock and trees. Yeah, so this is where they're going to keep it. I have watched a bit, so I do know this, but I wanted to explain it to you all and let you be able to see this if you do not want to play through the tutorial yourselves. But any town person can, while any town person can cut down a tree or move materials from one place to another, some jobs require specialized workers. In the case of construction, you need to sign builders. And profession, yeah. I will keep this when we play over here. Going to do this. Okay, I will not do it in tutorial. Just one house is enough. You need 3 more houses to give to other families once again. Yeah. T and R. Okay. Yeah, and here we can speed up the time. Yeah, low on some resources. Going to speed it up. Now, I really like the aspect of this game. Now, what to remember when it says you require specialized workers. These workers is not, let's say you have this person and they become a builder. You can always remove them from builders and work as a farmer or anything else. What is important to know is that you just need to assign people to different areas, but people who don't have a work or do have a work but nothing to do will act as a labor. Now, a labor is those who cut down the trees and remove the rocks and so forth. Let's continue. Great, you have built houses for all the townsfolk. That may have seemed like a lot of work for a few houses, but now you know how to build anything. The built-in constructor places a building footprint. The citizen will clear the area and then collect enough resources to build the structure. As long as there are citizens assigned as builder, they'll take care of the rest. The people are going to need food, otherwise they will starve. They can acquire food in variety of ways. They can hunt, gather, fish, plant crops, grow orchards, or raise livestock. If the people are close to starving to death, the hunger icon will appear above the head. Since this town is near a river, the easiest way to quickly generate food is build a fishing dock. Select food production from the toolbar. Okay. And oh, can use the controls. Most buildings that produce food or resources require workers. You can sign them. Yeah. The profession window again. Need 4 fishermen. You may notice this icon above some citizen's head. This means that the workers you just assigned don't have a place to work. As soon as the fishing dock is complete, they will start working there and the icon will disappear. Yeah, we can drag in any place you want. For now we're going to close, and while we wait, we're going to speed up. Now, something else which is kind of funny in this game so far is the aging system is quite weird. I saw someone due to the YouTube video, someone had worked out that the citizens age by 1.2 year each season, which again, I have already read some discussion. Some things it's just fine. Others will like it to be more realistic, like 1 season, 1 year, or 4 seasons and 1 year. I mean, but until I've tried some more, I don't know what to think about it. So what I'm doing is I'm placing the dirt road here. I'm just dragging it all over here, and it's going to make this itself. If I hold shift down, you'll be able to make diagonal roads. They don't look as pretty, but it's not that square. You'll probably see me doing a lot of squares, to be honest. The same builder that construct the buildings will prepare the road for use. After they perform construction, the townfolk will move faster when traveling on roads. As the town grows and Workers produce food and other resources from many locations. It's useful to see an overview what the town has available. And it's up here, and this window we will also keep open. In the overview you can see the amount of stored construction materials, food, firewood, clothing and tools. You can also see current population, average health, hearts and happiness stars, as well as the current weather. When food and other consumable goods are produced, they need to be stored somewhere. Until now, the people have been placing everything in the cart that they arrived with to place a storage barn that can hold more, which we will be doing and learning now. So okay, it looked right, but it would not allow me to place it because I have turned it the wrong way, even though there's entrance at both ends. Quite funny thing to notice, but a small error in the tutorial, nothing major. You look at the overview tool and you can see there aren't enough logs left to build the storage barn. You have to cut down some trees and continue construction. Yeah, we'll go in here, trees. That will definitely give enough logs. And we need a woodcutter. Now the woodcutter is for making firewood, which then can use to, well, keep warm. When I rotate the buildings, I use T to go against the clock and R to go with the clock. If the town folks are in danger of freezing to death, this icon will appear above their heads. If they are overly cold, the people will return home or go to the closest warm building they can't find. Yeah, and it will also appear over the homes who doesn't have any firewood. Now, actually, I can't see that right now, which is quite a shame, but I really look forward to see when I can click the building if you can set a limit. Now, if you haven't watched Quill 18's Let's Play movie set videos, you noticed there was an issue. The issue was that when, let's say, you have 10 houses and you are building 4 more, and you have some food stored and a little firewood, the firewood will be taken by any of the 10 plus the 4 new who need firewood to fill that limit. The issue here becomes that you can't say new buildings which are empty has higher priority, which means that you can have a house with, let's say, 25 food and a house with 0, and there's just come 50 food into the storage barn. The house with the 25 food could go up, take all the food and go back, which means the house with 0 food will still have none. That is quite an issue Quill experienced, I believe, and he talked a lot about it. And again, I would say it's quite bad issue, but something he definitely can patch into it. But I would like to actually to see if he has managed to do it now. Yeah, and now we're going to remove our card. And this will also take some work, apparently. With some maintenance and little luck, a small town like this will survive for many years. The children will grow up, become workers and children of their own. New houses can be built and the town can continue to expand. If at any point you need help with something in the game, a description how building or do something, you can do. Yeah, this is something really good. He has this table of contents, and if you want to know, let's say a blacksmith, how he works, you can read it all here. Different kind of tools, the steel tools. What is the bonus? They last twice as long as iron tools. And I have already learned what is worth, what should I say, to sell at a a dock for merchants which will arrive down a main river, which will be this river in this map's case. You can see there's some small runs here, a little lake, but there is this stream that's running through the map, and at this stream the merchant will arrive, and you need a trading dock for him to arrive. The iron tools is quite valuable to sell. It's 7 or 8, I think it's 7 actually, and steel tools is 10. Now you need to use coal as an extra resource to make these. You use more materials to earn a little bit extra. I don't know if it's worth it. I haven't read or seen anything about it, but I don't believe. But this was the tutorial, and now we will go into and see fruit wheel. Yeah. So we're going to try to, let's say from the name, let's say we will try to make a village which has fruit. I mean orchards, of course, orchard farms at some point. But it depends. Let's see. Medium, you begin with 5 families. Clothing, food, firewood, tools, and construction materials are provided. A storage farm has already been built. Some seeds for fields and orchards are available. Easy. 6 family, large amount, and hard. Small amount of clothing, food, firewood, and tools are provided. No seeds for farming are available. Harsh, fair, medium, valley. We're going to take it on hard. We don't want to start with seeds for farming. We want a challenge in this. So if anyone wants to play the same map, here is the seed. You can enter this and just make sure it's still valley, medium, fair, and you should be able to play the same map. So let's go. I'm quite excited to get to play this a bit more. First thing, I'm going to pause this and find those charters I would like to have. Again, I have been, what should we say, affected a bit by seeing Quill 18. Oh, a minimap. I haven't seen that so far. Quite beautiful. So a big lake up here, and this is the stream with yet again a big lake. Now we could start here and build outwards, and we have quite a large area. Now if you notice, this is a medium map. This is, just to see, this is a house on this map. So a medium map is quite big. So a huge map, I mean, you can have a immensely big population and village, and I believe that will be quite hard to get to work. Now the funny thing I saw when I experienced Quill 18's let's play was death marches. What I mean by that is, he, example, is possible here, no, but if you made, let's say, some buildings over here, a bridge here, the bridge is not first priority. They might go after the buildings. Now let's say there was a way across, they would go all the way around and try to finish the buildings. What happened for him was they made half the way and died of starvation, because half the way they remember, oh, I'm hungry, and return, but couldn't make it. I hopefully won't make the same mistakes, because I have watched Quill 18, but since it's a new game, I'm not used to playing it, I do not promise anything. You increase the priority of the work being done in the area. Quite handy. Show limits. Okay, so resource limits. Well, there should not be any limits at all on any goods, we might as well start by pushing them up. Now, why is this important? Why would we make a limit? Well, if you reach, example, let's say 500 stone, you don't need 500 more, because the workers who are here will, what do you say, at some point have enough work to do, or you will have enough resources stored, and then they can be used as laborers to do many other works, which will be quite good. We want 200. Food, I do not like the idea of having a limit upon that. Herbs sell quite good, so clothing also sells quite good. 200 alcohol, 200. Yeah. This is a very good tool. I can show you when we get some house placed. Now, to begin with, we need to make sure to establish a food source. So, first things first, we want, what should we say? Wow, that is quite expensive. We want a storage barn. Should we say right here? Yeah, right here. We want a storage barn, and we want some homes. Four homes, four homes and a storage barn. Now I want a storage barn first, so we have a place to store our goods. I'm going to pause the house to begin with, and what else? We want a stockpile. Let's make a stockpile like, yeah, this size, decent size. And food production, we definitely need some more food production. Now, I watched Quill 18 play, and I like how he used the hunting cabinet, but also how he used a forester with it and a gatherer. So we will be doing something similar. Forest Lodge and Herbalist. No. What is it called? Gather's Hut. There we are. And then we want a path, dirt road, from here to over here, which will, now that I like to have, what should we say, more organized work, which may be my downfall because I'm quite yeah, I just like to have order around around my town, which may be good, may be bad. Time will tell. So to begin with, we will have all as labor, no builders to begin with, and just collect the things in this area. So I'm going to, don't need the map, so wow, early spring with snow. That's quite boring. What the? Well, what are we going to do? We're also going to need a woodcutter to give us some firewood. Now, one thing to remember when we get further into the game is workers moves close to their work, to be honest, which works in kind of funny way. Going to wait with the wood cutter. Soon have the starter spawn done. When that's done, we will get finished, please. Low logs, yeah, I know. So we're going to have 6 workers. We want this done quite quickly now. No food, no nothing. So we're going to reflame this instead. And we'll open up for building the houses because the tools is low, food is low. Yeah. Our first stockpile is quite small, but it's okay. It's not near full. So first house, but look here, how much food. Yeah, you can't do this, which is quite sad because 300 units of food. That means rest of the places will not be able to be filled for 300, 300, 300. It's 900. We only have, well, 100 now, and nothing now. So it's quite important that we gain. And we have no firewood either, which is quite bad. We have 2 hunters, which is great, because we're going to need them, definitely. So this family have quite a lot of children, 3 and 3, so we have 8 kids and 8 adults. You will definitely not be having any school soon to educate them. The good thing about educating the kids is they will be more efficient in their work, which is quite good, obviously. Here's some deers. I will say I think the graphic is quite beautiful, and I'm quite surprised that one person managed to make this game in 3 years. I really do believe that's amazing. And yeah, I wish I could do it. I must say I'm quite fascinated by this game. So now we have 3 builds, and only thing we need done is this. Oh, died of starvation. Oh. This might be, well, very, very short work. We might die quite fast, actually. We have no builders. So, we want more to, well, work to gain food for us. So we have no labors as of now, which is quite bad, to be honest, but we'll need these things to get everything to work. We need more fuel, we need logs, we need everything. Especially food, because see, 22 food, bang, away. 38, 22, 44. Ooh, do I really get a surplus of food now? It does seem like it. I don't dare to remove that cart as of yet, because some of our resources is placed in this. So we're in late winter, we are lucky, we have, I guess this is in Fahrenheit, which is quite sad because I am not American, so I have no idea what that is in terms, but I guess it's quite cold. Not warm and not ice, no, not frozen, but close to. So we have 300 food, it's actually going quite well, and I will remove the cart now. Going down to 3 gathers. 1 forester should be enough. So we have 2 to spare. Now what do we need? Well, we need to use this iron. So we will be making a blacksmith. And he is somewhere, which I do not know, as you can see. Here, yeah. And what does the blacksmith need? That is a very, very good question, actually, because I have, of course, no idea. Now this episode will be up to about 40 minutes, and then I will end it for the time being. We will start the time. Needs a lot of iron. As far I understood was the idea of the deers to be, what should we say, shy of humans and villagers, but it does not seem to be the case. Now, the woodcutter does not work because there is not enough logs, which we of course will need to take care of. That is why I have put it up to remove some trees, and we will also be removing some trees out here. Now it may, yeah, it does conflict with the forester's lodge, which try to keep it up, but we will have to do this. We need a lot of iron and some logs. So what if we say just collect the iron out here? We need the iron. Go, go, go. So our stockpile is not that full anymore. It were a lot of stone. Actually we have extremely lots of stone because we already used 55 and we got more in reserve. The food is low, yeah, I know. That's why we have gathers. Now this is, see, this is where the hunters live, and this, so it's ideal to build their home close to where they work. Now we are not doing this in the beginning because I want it all centered at the beginning. Of course we'll have some fishermen here and something more to support, even more food, which we will be using to keep the population happy. And then we will build some houses out here so they have shorter way to work, which will increase efficiency because they will be quick to lay down or get to work, not and also lay down resources as stockpile. But food will need to be in a storage barn or a market, as far as I know. It will need log and iron. We do have some iron, and we have none logs, so cancel removal. We will cancel everything in this area. We will only collect iron in this area and trees in this area, because we need a lot more trees, to be honest. We still have surplus in food, which is quite happy to see in winter. Going to assign a blacksmith. As you can see, we get a lot of logs right now. Firewood is low, yeah. So, but we have a lot of logs, and we have a blacksmith working now. We're gaining iron tools just before we're going to lose the last tools we had. Let's see, firewood, iron. We have a lot of stone in this stockpile. Let's see, we want a fisherman. Now we have some workers which we could use. Going to set a dirt road straight down like this, and we want a wooden bridge to cross, and from this we want a road as well. So let's begin, because then when we have access to this area, we'll make some more kind of food gathering or something like that. But also maybe take all the logs over here. Actually, yeah, we will clear that area of logs and maybe make a quarry so we can get stone, iron, coal and iron, maybe some mines, to make sure we have an increase of that all the time. So we're going to assign some builders, because the fishing dock already got the resource, and same does the wooden bridge. And when it's done, I will not assign any what is called fishermen to begin with. Because I want to cut down some of those trees, because we are again in shortage of logs. Now I believe I will make a big stockpile area right here, and I will actually, yeah. So where are our builders? Oh, we need some logs. God damn it. I did not see. So go up here, harvest some trees, and get back. We are nearing the 39 minutes here, and therefore we will actually be ending it right before we get the... No, we will just get the bridge finished, and then we will end the episode. Yeah. So... come on. Come on. The logs are here. Come on. Just take them. Thank you. So now we can begin to build. the bridge. Our situation is looking quite good. We have a good amount of food and firewood, but we do not have that much cloth, which we will be needing to watch how we will handle in the next episode. But I want to thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to click that like button, maybe even subscribe. But again, thank you for coming. Hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, see ya.